Hi everyone, this is Denise Taylor coming to you guys today. I want to make a correction of last week's show about deadbeat fathers. Let me put it like this: you do have deadbeat fathers, and I still don't take back anything that I said. But I also want to say, because some people got a little offended of what I said, deadbeat fathers. That includes deadbeat mothers or relatives or whatever. Okay. Now, like I said, it takes a dad to, it takes a real dad to be in a kid's life, just like it takes a real mom to be in a kid's life. No matter what, you don't run when the tough gets going. So therefore, you have to be there for those kids in their life to teach them right or wrong. Because without us being a parent for us, these kids out here today, our youth will no longer be our future, okay? Because they steady killing each other off and everything. It's not the point that we don't spend time, which we do. Yeah, it is. We don't spend time, but it's also that we need to be there. If as a father is not there in a child's life to make sure that that child grows up for as their son, to teach them how to be a man, how to stand up for himself, to teach him right or wrong, how to treat a lady, how to treat his mother, how to treat and show people respect. That's what we're lacking in this country today. It doesn't matter what color or race, form, fashion, it doesn't matter what it is. You have to learn to teach your kids to be more respectful. You have to learn, and this is just not with the moms, because the moms, okay, some of the moms are doing a very good job out there, but some of these moms out here are not teaching these kids how to be respectful because they don't know how to give respect themselves. Okay, you have some who, if the teacher gets smart, get smart back with the teacher. No, you don't do that, because you know what? That's what's wrong with the teachers today. They didn't stop caring. A lot of them stopped caring because of the fact that they feel if they correct the kids in the school that their life would be threatened, and that's not the way to go. Okay, because of the fact that it starts at home. It needs to start at home with these kids and the parents. Okay, I'm a parent, and I would be highly upset if I got a phone call it's from school saying, oh, your child was disrespectful. She or he cussed this person out or did things that he shouldn't have did. You don't do that. And I would be highly upset because of the fact that's not how I raise my kids. Okay. Now, like I said, last week I did make a show about deadbeat dads, and yeah, and I tipped my hat off to the guys that were taking care of their kids, and that I do still do. I don't take that back, but I don't also take back how some of these deadbeat fathers out here, right along with some of these deadbeat moms who don't just care about their kids. Period. Now, see, you need fathers out here that needs to take care of their kids and step in and say, hey, you know what? I need to do more for my child. I don't care if you, whatever action was, you was married or you had a girlfriend, you still have this responsibility out here. Don't do that to that child. Don't expect that child to grow up and respect you if you did not take the time and have a respect enough to take care of that child, to put food on that table, the clothes on that child's back, to make sure that that child's education was paid for. Don't do that, because you only setting yourself up for a heartbreak. You only setting yourself up to fall backwards and not move forward. If you want respect from that child, then you need to have respect enough for yourself to step forward and stay in that child's life. Don't do that to yourself. Don't um, allow yourself to get upset because that child don't want nothing to do with you. Okay, when a child is up and grown, the child don't need you anymore because of the fact you never was there, so you can't miss nothing that you never had. Okay, so and that's the point people fail to realize, and we need to go back to our old values. A lot of people don't feel that everybody feel that they know everything, and that's not the truth. We all need some advice, no matter how old you are, no matter how young you are. It doesn't matter. You need some advice. And that's another thing. A lot of times people say, oh, she young, she don't know nothing. You never know what a person has been through. A 23-year-old person can probably go through more than what an 89-year-old person have ever went through in their life. Now, can I get an amen on that one? Now, what I mean by that is a person, a 23-year-old could have went through some hardship, could have lost every last one of their family members in 1 week. Okay, and you may have an 89-year-old who still have just about all their family members living and still kicking and is always around them, but they wouldn't know the grief that that 23-year-old person goes through, or however the person is. You have to be there as people to um, understand. First of all, like I said, fathers, be there for your kids. Love those kids. Cherish those kids, because you're going to want them to do the same exact thing for you. Mothers, now, I know you don't want to hear it. I know you don't like about what I'm about to say, but you're going to have to stop sleeping around with all these different men, don't know who the father is, and causing confusion that is not attractive and it's not good and it's not clean. And it says a lot of things about you when you do it. Because, first of all, when you go fill a form out and they ask how many kids you got, and the thing is, when they look at that, and then they say, okay, well, are they all by the same father? That should never come out somebody else's mouth. That shouldn't even allow. Okay, yeah, I understand that things happen, things don't always work out the way you want. But the thing is, you have to be a little more cautious about who you lay down with and who you have kids by. You know, if they showing you head on that they don't want to be with you, don't bring a child in this world to suffer behind that. Okay, that's not going to keep a child, not a child, but a man. That child is not going to keep that man there, because if he's married or he has another relationship, he's going to be there for that other relationship, and you just going to be the side chick. You know, you can't do that. And have a little bit more morals about yourself. Look up, you know, uphold yourself as a lady, as a individual that, you know, honors her word. You know, if you say you're going to do something, do it. You know, take time out to do things. And this is just not with black women, this is with all women. Take time for yourself. You know, don't sit around thinking that, okay, this, I'm gonna get pregnant by this guy, this I hold him here, he's obligated. That don't obligate nobody, because you know what, that person, that guy will be, he have a kid by you, and then go around the corner, have a kid by that person, then go around another corner. Before you know, you got a box. He got a kid on every corner here. So you do what you need to do for yourself. Have more respect for yourself. Love yourself. Men, don't do it, because you know what? Y'all may think that it's cool to do that and everything. It's not. It looks just as bad as women do. Okay, I know a guy right now that has 15 kids by 15 different women. That is not kosher. It's not good. It's unclean, honestly. Why would you want to do that? And then when these women want to take you down to child support, then you have an issue. You know, you should think about these things before you go out and you have kids by different women like that. It's just not, it's not good. You know, you have to think about these things, and ask yourself, what about your kids? Would you want to actually see your kid out on the street? Well, and I know you probably say, well, oh, if that's the case, if my kid gets out on the street, I would just take them in. But if that was the case, then you know what? They shouldn't have been out there in the first place. You should have been there with the mother in the first place, with that one woman. And seeing that's what's wrong with men today. they like to be unfaithful a lot. And that's not saying all of y'all, you know, because I'm pretty sure there's a plenty of guys out there that is faithful. But the ones that are not, you have to not do this because of the fact, like I said, it's unclean. It's not it's not good. It doesn't look good on you, and it doesn't look good on a woman. So I'm just saying, it's we as people need to stop, take time, and take care of our kids. Our kids are dying out here in this street. Every time you turn on the news or on the TV, somebody has died or got shot in the head or shot in the back, or and this is all over the United States, and you can't keep allowing this. So I'm asking you guys, take the first step. You know, just take the first step. Be the bigger person. Take the first step. Go get your child. Spend time with that kid. Now, this, like I said, if your child is 20, 30, 40, 50 years old, don't try it, because you know what? If you wasn't there for that kid then, don't try it now. Because I'm pretty sure, just like I said with mine, I don't want nothing to do with mine. I literally don't like mine. Okay, so therefore don't try. But if you have a small kid that still can be molded to doing the right thing, and put morals and respect into, I tell you, go get your child and spend time with that kid. Love that kid, because you know what, tomorrow is not promised to any one of us. Even the smallest babe is not promised. God gives us today, and you also should thank every day for God for giving you that day, for waking you up, because it could have been another day, not another day in your future. So this is the time you need to make a change for you and that kid. Go get your child and spend time with that kid. And ladies, stop being stubborn. Let that man get his child to take care of his kid. Okay, it's not always about you, or you trying to get back with him, or he trying to get back with you. It's trying to put some morals and spend time with that kid, so that kid can be grow up and be part of society and make things better and have a better future. That's what it's about. Now, you probably say, F you, you don't know what you're talking about, or this or that, and that's fine. It really is. You know what I'm saying? Because I know for a fact that statistics, when two parents is in a household, the child has a better way, a better future of growing up to being successful, being um, educated, and having a better life. Now, when a child is in a broken home for as only one parent, that child grows up either, I don't really have to go through this, the rundown, because you guys know pretty much the statistics of it, that they'll grow up, it's a broken record, for as they grow up and have kids, no father in the home, no working, they may have a job here or there, but they only they're only what their surroundings are. And like I said, when I've preached in my past videos, a positive note, that a positive surroundings is always bring a better outcome. If you can't surround yourself around positive people, then remove yourself from the equation, because you know what, that negative attitude will rub off on you, and you don't want none of that. Okay, so therefore, um, just just look at your surroundings. Think about where you want your kids to be at. Think about how things are, because of the fact that, hey, it's it's a sad situation when things is not, set in place. People should not always plan. And I know sometimes things do happen, but you know what, open up your mind, love those kids, because they're not going to always be little forever. They're not going to always be little forever. And you want to cherish each and every moment, the smiles, the hugs, the laughter, everything. They're going to grow up and they're going to have their own lives and they ain't going to have time for you anymore. Okay? So I'm going to wrap this up. But I do want to also let you guys know I've written another book. It's called A Mother's Love by Denise Taylor. Now, it's on Amazon Kindle. You can go in, you can check it out and look at it. It's $7 on Kindle. I believe it is. But just go and check it out, and you will love it. It's a kid's book, and enjoy. Okay, look at it, leave a comment, and you know what, subscribe here also, because I'm always doing this, talking to people, letting people know how I feel about certain situations. It may not be all positive, people looking at, looking at what I'm saying and think that I don't know what I'm talking about. I've been through enough to know that if the knowledge that I have can help you to be a better person and you not to go through what I've been through, then I'm going to give you the advice that I can. And hopefully you will pass that along to somebody else that needs that same advice. My grandmother used to say a taught lesson, I guess, let me just put it like this. It's easier for somebody who hasn't been through that, and someone who has been through something really harsh. And if that person has been through it, and I can give you that advice to help you, that would have solved your problem. You don't have to go down that same tragic road. Okay? So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make sure that the message that I get out is worth your time and to pass along, because we don't share enough advice out here today. We don't give a hoot about one another. It's like, I get mine, if you don't get yours, too bad, so sad. But that's not the way we should be. That's not the way God would want us to be, you know. So I give all thanks and all praises to God, Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. Okay. Now a lot of people may not believe in that. I don't care if you don't subscribe because of that. Because I do believe in God, but I'm not going to stop believing in Him because you have different beliefs. But like I said, I will continue to give my advice as much as I possibly can to people who deserve to hear the truth, and who desires to hear the truth, and who is looking for the truth. Okay? So like I said, for deadbeat moms, deadbeat dads, and deadbeat relatives, you got to step up your game. Stick with these kids, stay with these kids, love these kids, hold these kids' hands, give the best advice that you can. Because like I said, one day they're going to be grown and on their own. And you're going to be needing someone to look after you. And it's not just for the tit for tat, oh, I'm going to need somebody to look after me when I get old, so let me do this now. No, do it because you love those kids. Love them, show them that you love them, and mean it. You know, that's what I'm talking about. We need to show these kids today that we love them. It's not about cash. It's not about them just being there. You don't do stuff like that. So, and time goes by so fast. So, I'm I'm a up out here. I hope and I pray everything go well. I love you guys. Keep it straight. I'll talk to you later.